Oh, goodness. You can talk. They can hear you. They just can't see you.
So tonight is
RedEye, BlueEye.
RedEye, BlueEye. Okay, I was trying to remember if it was Strain Game.
No, Strain Game's on Tuesday nights.
Hey, I'm already stoned, so I can't remember.
You want to know what? I was until I ate some food a little bit ago because my stomach was giving me problems, and I figured it was probably because I needed to eat something. What's up, Chris Trailer? How are you, sir? I haven't even put the highlights in or shared it yet. It's nice to see you, RedEye 79, you fucking piehead. Sorry. I can't help it. I see him everywhere, and even in the comments, I'm like, hey, you fucking piehead.
Hold on, let me set up my other device so I can see comments.
Mr. Chris Trailer, there it goes. I was about to say, put your hashtag in, but we got you. Oh, and we'll put Miss Charlene in second because I probably should have put her first, but I forgot. I never start writing my list out till people start showing up, and then that's when we... And for those of you that don't know, I don't have our names showing. Maybe I can fix that. Hold on. Not with the banner up. It don't show with the banner up, but that's all right. Well, hi, Miss Debbie Pot. How are you? You pretty little dirty Devin pothead number 7. Debbie Pot.
Hi, everybody.
For you that don't know, I don't have our names showing. Maybe I can fix that. Hold on. That's fine, Mr. Chris. I'll put Miss April on the list, but she'll have to wait till after Miss Charlene and Miss Debbie play, but she's more than welcome to play. You should get her to put a pot on her head. We're up to 465 as of this morning, y'all. Slowly but surely.
Okay.
Oh, but what I started to say, Miss Debbie Pot, is I don't know how far it is from you, but Imperial, Missouri, they're having a canna event on October 4th. And I will be there because that will be Canna Craft too, and I can't wait.
You know, between Illinois, Missouri, that kind of hub there, there's so many events. It makes me want to move up that area. But I have a Rhode Island mentality. So I think, oh, okay, if I live in Missouri, I'll be close to that. But, you know, it's a big state. Rhode Island.
I'm driving, Miss Debbie Pot. I'm going to make the 4.5-hour drive from here to there. And then I'm either going to get in my car and come home when it's over, or I'm going to get in my car and make the other 4.5-hour drive to go see my sisters that I haven't seen in 10 years.
All right. I'm doing well tonight, Debbie.
It just depends on if my sisters are up to the idea, because I don't want to drive all the way down there and surprise them, you know, spur of the moment. Be like, hey, you want to come have lunch with me? I'd rather plan it and have a set.
Absolutely.
Because I didn't even think about it the other night. I was laying in bed thinking about Canna Craft because I missed the first Canna Craft because McChilly's health was not good. Mm-hmm. And he made me promise I would go to the second one. So I am going to the second one. Period. No questions.
Good for you. That was kind of like last year.
And it's St. Louis is halfway between me and my sisters. They're around the Little Rock, Jonesboro area in Arkansas. So it is seriously like the... Yeah. I ain't been that close to my sisters in almost over 10 years. Last time I seen him, I think my son was 7, and he'll be 23 on Tuesday.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's been quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Send me a message. We'll talk about it, because I'm pretty sure we can figure that out.
Yeah, I went to Hippie Fest last year, and that was my ride a guy go-to thing. I didn't care if I ended up totally broke at the end and had nothing in the bank. I didn't care, because besides it being wanting to go, one of the people in my other group from Australia was going to be there. So it was the year to go. If I was going to make it 1 year, it was the year to go. So I just made it happen.
I know how that goes. You've lived in
Exactly.
Arkansas for 55 years, Miss Diana. Now, my next question is what part of Arkansas do you live in, RedEye 233? Because I'm from the Batesville. Trying to think of the closest city. I guess Jonesboro would be the closest city to Batesville. What's up, Mr. Christopher? How are you, RedEye 2? You want?
Hi, Chris Trailer. How you doing?
Oh, goodness gracious.
And Christopher.
Yeah, that last one bit me bad. Yeah, sorry. This Cushman's flower does not like me at all. But it was one of McChilly's favorites, and it's what I had a stockpile of. So we smoke what we got, and we be happy about it.
Exactly.
Even if it makes us choke, it'll be okay. All right, Holly, Mama's got to turn on the air because closing that door, now there's no airflow, and I'm going to sweat to death. I will be right back. I'm not going too far. I hope everybody had a good week. I'm here, Miss April, and that in itself is a blessing because there is a good thing about every day. Sometimes you just got to look harder for it.
Yeah.
But there's always a blessing every day, no matter what. Holly, you and your crickets, girl. I love you, but damn. She got 3 crickets dead over by the patio door. I just about stepped on them trying to turn the air conditioner back on. See, my sister lives in Conway. One of my sisters lives in Conway right outside of Little Rock, and the other one lives closer to Jonesboro. And hi, Miss Betty. How are you? Miss Betty's RedEye 320, I think, and Miss Violet Scott's RedEye 138. And Miss April, I'm not sure if Chris told you what the RedEye Club's all about, but you should make him explain it to you. We love the RedEye Club. I look forward to you playing with us, and I hope you decide to join us one of these days.
Hi, Diana. How are you tonight?
Well, I hope things get better, Miss April. I know life can be rough. It's all got rough patches. See, Miss Diana, that just makes me curious because my brother-in-law was actually raised around that area, and he's a Marine that went to school in that area. And I cannot pronounce his last name to save me, so I'm not even going to try. Which is also my sister's last name now, but I ain't even going to attempt that because, yeah, no. I butcher things all the time. Miss Diana, have you ever heard of Semper Fi movers? Holly, no, it's not Holly that's killing me. It's these sweats from coughing that's killing me, but it'll be all right. All of a sudden, I just got really hot. Holly says, screw you, I'm going to the bedroom. She did too. She walked at me, went to the doorway, turned around, meowed, and walked away. Blame me for everything. How rude. And today's going to be weird because Pops probably won't be here today. Those of you that pray, I will ask all of you to say a silent prayer for anybody who is suffering physically, mentally, or emotionally.
Yeah.
Because prayers help and so do hugs. Make sure you hug your people, y'all. Hugs are important. Okay, Miss Diana, it's a moving company my brother-in-law started about probably close to 10 years ago. Well, hi, Miss Britt Hawk. How are you, RedEye 25?
Hi, Britt. How you doing today?
I hope you're having a good day. I ain't seen you in a while. Oh, Sun's Biscuit, y'all. I'll be right back. I left my seahorse over on the other side of the front. Boy, I tell you what, I ain't got my shit together to save my life today.
Charlene, Britt.
I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't got my shit together to save my life today. I'm here, Miss Brittany. And Miss Britt, and that is the blessing in the day. Oh, I know who we got to tag. I usually tag Miss Charlene right about this time, but we got to get Mr. Matthew Beer and his beautiful wife.
Yeah, I'll do a little tagging too.
Because I tried, but sometimes my phone doesn't let me. Like that time it tagged Matthew, or Brittany, but not Matthew. That's weird. Your kids are still getting ready for the school year, Miss Britt? Hell, our kids started school 2 weeks ago. Our kids started school on like the 11th or something like that. It was weird because they don't usually start till the end of the month. I thought they were like, no, he goes to school tomorrow. I was like, oh, well. School used to start around the 26th. But, you know. I wonder if Ted's back from his vacation yet. I hope he had fun on his vacation.
He looked like he was having fun.
I know. Oh, well, Miss Britt, the only thing I can tell you is make sure you take lots of pictures. Right, Debbie Pot, it was always after Labor Day, but when my son was in school, they always started around his birthday. And his birthday is the 26th of August, so give or take. Just a little bit. And we were always out by the beginning of June, not halfway through the month.
Right. Up north, some of them are starting 3 days before Labor Day, so that you got your snow days in. And down here in Florida, they start a week or two ahead of time.
Well, hi, Jeremy. How are you, RedEye 316? Yeah, well, hell, I'll call her my niece, my brother-in-law's daughter. She started a while back, and I was like, wow. Yeah. It just blows my mind that people, but even in the state of Illinois, up here where I'm at, we started school on the 11th. 2 hours south in Bloomington, they don't start till, I think, this week. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. Maybe they started Wednesday of this week, I think.
I think it goes by school systems. You vote. When you do your voting, you vote for some things, and the school committees make the other choices.
See, June 24th. See, I think they're starting to do some of that so the schools don't have to air condition themselves as much.
Yeah, that's especially down here because it starts getting too warm. So they've got to get them in early so that they can get them out before it gets too hot down here.
Yeah. But Miss Debbie Pot, don't forget to send me a message and we'll talk about Canacraft too. I woke up to a message from Alex telling me I was going to be the first one, he said, but he says, I told you you'd be the first one to know. He says, I ain't even made a post yet. I was like, woohoo. Oh. They charge you guys every time it rains. I believe that. That's ridiculous, Britt. All schools should have AC. Maybe not central AC, but at least somewhere where they can all go to cool off. Regardless of where you live. Just like all schools should have a heater system. Period.
Where do they charge people when it rains? I missed that comment.
She says that we should all go solar, but we know that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Thanks, Debbie Pot. That's cute. I'll remember that. I'll message you when it's over.
No, that they charge us.
Probably if you have solar panels. Because no sun, no energy, no.
Right, they charge you, right, every time it rains, yes.
Goodness gracious, y'all.
But you have battery backup is what you have when you do the solar. You have a battery backup. So it depends on how big your backup is. You can have the normal, or you can
And
have
how
one.
much and how long the storm lasts.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Debbie Pot. That's cute. She sent me a message, got 2 words in it. It says reminder, Canacraft. Thank you, Miss Debbie Pot. I see it flashing on my screen. I'll get to it when, yeah, in a little bit.
Hey,
I go switch.
sometimes I send myself a message that way, just so I don't forget the thing I need to remember.
I never thought about that, but I should probably do that.
If I'm not home and I want to remember when I get home or something, I'll send myself a message.
I used to send Tim messages and then he'd remind me, but you know.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was like, how am I going to do this? Because I forget shit all the time. Today's a good example because he'd have been like, you got your seahorse and everything you need at the table. And I'd have been like, yep, no, I don't. But I do now. No bad choice. Stop it. Trying to slow down on my smoking because I'm going to quit smoking, but right now I got to have something to do with my hands and it's killing me. I hold more cigarettes and let them burn up than I actually smoke. I know. I think that's why I lit one, but I got it out of the pack. But this will be like the third one.
No, this is a joint. This isn't a cigarette. I
don't have any. I don't have any more pre-rolls. I just got my chill up. My hitter. Well, I got McChilly's brass one hitter. I don't know what it is about that brass one hitter, but there's something about it. I even smoke less of them than I do my chillums, and I get just as high, and I don't understand it. Maybe it's.
I actually get higher if I smoke out of a bowl, because 3 hits and I'm high, where I can smoke, half a joint and then feel like, oh, I'm high now.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I'm getting the bad choice.
Well, hi, Miss Brittany Schneider. How are you? RedEye 3456 and Mr. Michael Shoemaker, RedEye number 97. Ooh, excuse me. I didn't mean to burp in y'all's ears. I'm sorry. But I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, so it'll probably happen again.
Oh, Debbie uses a one hitter also.
I know her and McChilly used to talk about it all the time. McChilly used a brass hitter for over 30 years. The same brass hitter. This one right here. We lost it at one time for about 3 weeks because he got mad at me and I was being a smartass and he threw it at me and we couldn't find it. But hey. Hi, Miss Cheryl. How are you? RedEye 371. No, 369. Boy. That one was way off. Sorry about that. Y'all confuse me sometimes with your numbers because I see your name and then I got to stop and think about it. Most of them come out without thinking about it. Like Miss Charlene's, I see hers. I know she's 254. Miss Debbie Pot, I don't know about that because I don't know how long he had it because he says he had it for years before he ever actually started using it on the daily basis. And I can't say that because he stopped using it probably about a month before he died because then he just wanted to smoke joints because everything hurt his throat.
Yeah. Well, he smoked cones too because I sent him cones.
Yeah. That was my job. He would clean the weed and I had to sit there and stuff the cones because I don't have one of them nifty little funnel setups that everybody else keeps telling me to get. I don't have one of them. So I hold my cones upright with a toothpick or with a clothespin and I use a bent up card to stuff the weed in there and then I poke it down little bit by little bit. Oh, well, maybe Debbie Pop. Well, hi, Pops. How are you? Did you get to go home yet?
Hey, John.
Well, I'm glad you're kind of here. I told everybody you might not be here because you weren't feeling the greatest. Because I don't think in the entire 5 years I've gone live, I don't think Pops has ever missed one show, y'all. Even when he's in the hospital, I don't think he's missed one show. Oh, and Miss Charlene, you haven't been around recently. I have changed the rules for the collection game. You know how we have the big stickers and then we have the little stickers?
Right.
You just have to collect 8 of the little stickers. It don't matter what color they are.
All right. I have to go
Because
through I have a pouch of my stickers I keep. So.
And you've got an envelope. You've got probably 2 or 3 envelopes over here on the table because my mail's probably about 3 months backed up sitting. You know them little bins they give you for bedpans at the hospital, like you're going to throw up the little. I've got one of them full of envelopes. It's got to go over to the mailbox, and I just keep forgetting to take it with me when I leave. I got
now that you say that, I ordered stamps and I never got them. I'm going to have to contact them because it's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, Miss Brittany, that's Miss Charlene Lawless. You can't see our names because I put the banner up there. That's just why Twisted don't use banners, but uses his little thing at the bottom. Well, I guess not. Why didn't it show up like it was supposed to? There it goes.
Hello.
I know I could figure out how to do it. Oh. Y'all, I've had StreamYard for over a year, but this program changes so often I screw it up all the time, so I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say for it besides that.
Yeah. Don, are you using any vapes?
Well, good, Nick. It's about damn time they fixed your door. They were leaving the other day and their doorknob just fell off. Straight up just separated and fell off. Just whoop, hit the floor. So one of them has had to stay home every day for like a week now because they couldn't guarantee they'd be able to get back in if somebody wasn't inside to open the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's not funny, but it is. It shows how bad this apartment complex has gotten, but still. It's not funny, but when you think about the situation, it is kind of.
Yeah. I asked you, Don.
He says,
I asked you.
Yeah, the cards and Buddy makes.
I asked you, Don, because a friend of mine who's only 44 ended up at the hospital because he couldn't breathe. He didn't have any prior history of heart or lung issues per se, you know, other than he smoked a lot. Well, he did a lot of blinkers with the vapes, and that's like, I don't know if you know what that is, sucking it until the light blinks and it stops, and
you're more or less overheating your vape pen.
He ended up in the hospital. They kept him there for days, and he's now has to go to a heart specialist and a respiratory specialist, and he can't vape anymore. He's kind of burnt it out. I mean, he hasn't described exactly what it is, but obviously it's caused him problems.
Yeah. Ed Ross, to make sure you give RedEye 307 a hug for me.
Hey, Rasta, how you doing?
He says, Don says his major heart attack's what started the problems with his breathing.
Oh.
Miss Charlene, you got to forgive the comments because me and you are talking and they won't hear it on Facebook for about 25 to 30 seconds. Hi, Miss Jenny Perkins. How are you? RedEye 393, I think. And I don't have my cheat sheet open, so sorry, y'all. I ain't got my shit together today. It's okay. It's fine.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. I'm here to help as I get higher.
Yeah. Like I said, I was feeling pretty good, and then I had to eat a grilled cheese because I haven't had any problems eating in the last few months. I just have a problem of remembering how often I need to do it.
So your body tells you when.
Yeah, I'll start getting heartburn that don't go away when I drink a glass of milk, and then I know I need to eat something because my body's going, hello, feed me. Oh.
Yeah.
That or Holly tells me, well, hi, Jonathan, long time no see, sir. I don't remember your number, but you're 4 something. I want to say 432. But once again, I don't have my cheat sheet open, so.
To do it would likely kill me.
Oh, no. Well, I guess it's a good thing they canceled it then, Miss Jenny. And here you've been worried about it for months, and they just go on up and cancel it on you. But it's understandable. It happens. All right, Mr. Chris Trailer, where's my fucking pawhead at? While we wait on him, I think it's going to be dab time, y'all. We got white runts today.
Nice.
I don't know if it's an indica or sativa, but the other ones I got are all sativa or all indicas, and I don't want. Yeah. I need something that's going to put me in a good mood and make me smile. 4:33. Damn, I was close. I said 4:32. I was close.
Absolutely.
Well, you take your bong hit, Mr. Chris Trailer, and you have a blue card. Oh, it is yummy, Debbie Pot. It's got a nice smooth. What's up, Mr. Kevin Matag? How are you, RedEye? 347, I think. Excuse me. I am sorry, Chris Trailer. Oh, goodness gracious. But it is red. Maybe I just need to quit smoking, period, for a couple days. Oh, either that or I need a smoke freeze or something like that.
There's enough dollar raffles around to get a smoke freezer. There's like 2 or 3 different people who run dollar.
And see, I was thinking about that, but then I've got the case on if I buy it, am I actually going to use it?
Yeah.
Because when I first got my seahorse, I was using it all wrong. You get a red card this time, Mr. Chris. I was using it all wrong, so I got an e-nail to use. Because, I figured, okay, cool, I like this. Had that thing 2 days. I tripped over it fucking 14 times. I was like, yeah, that's not for me.
No.
So I'm wondering if I actually want to.
Exactly. For me, it just looks like too big and bulky.
Oh, look at there, Mr. Chris Trailer. You got it that time. That puts you on our wheel of winners. Oh, that's what I got to open.
For my space.
I only had one window open on my computer, and it was StreamYard, and it helps, I guess, if I go put everybody's name on the wheel, don't it? That would probably be the smart thing to do here. Okay. Maybe. There we go. RedEye number 79. All right, Miss Charlene, you get a red card.
Blue.
Miss Charlene says she's going to get a blue one. Oh, and it is a blue one. Congratulations. That puts you on our wheel of winners. And next up's Miss Debbie Pot, that pretty little dirty Deb and pothead. And I know I don't call us potheads anymore, we're red eyes, but Debbie Pot has been the pretty little dirty Deb and pothead for almost 6 years now. And I can't stop saying pothead at the end of it. Because when you change it to the pretty little dirty Deb and red eye, it just doesn't sound as good.
Yeah.
Well, hi, Miss Dawn Grew. How are you? RedEye 216.
Hi, Dawn.
She's laughing at me, so I know she's here. Miss Debbie Pot, you get a red card. I had 2 of them stick together, so you get a red card. Boy, that lag's terrible today.
It is.
And Miss Charlene, I don't know if you have a YouTube account, but I do know that the lag on YouTube is not as bad. It's still there, but it's not as bad. because congratulations, Miss Debbie Bot. It is blue. I only started a YouTube when Facebook started deleting lives after 30 days because I'd like to be able to go back and watch them if I ever decide. Oh, close, Miss Dawn. I will write you down, but the hashtag is Friday Fun. I took it down so everybody could see Miss Charlene's name. Yes, you can't really see it over there on the side of the page. I should probably figure out a way to make it bigger. Oh, so Miss Debbie Pot, that puts you on our wheel of winners. And Miss April, that means it is your turn, my dear.
Congratulations.
Miss April Wilson. She's with the fucking pothead, so I'm sure she's here. I just still got to make sure, There you go, Miss Dawn. Because I know I usually have it up on the bottom of the screen like this, but if I put it up, you can't see Miss Charlene's name, so. You're welcome, Miss Debbie Pot. Thank you for coming to hang out again. Well, Mr. Chris Trailer, it doesn't matter if she shows up right now or later, as long as she shows up, because we can always just come back to her later. He says, I'm going to say red for April. Well, you want to know what? She gets a red card to start with, and I can't let him not do it because I let everybody else do it. And you say she's going to have a red card, Mr. Chris Trailer? That means if she fails, it'll be your fault, not mine, right? Oh, Mr. Trailer, she got a blue card, not a red one.
Hi, Kevin.
Kevin, thank you for the video on your house. I love watching your house come together. Did you get all your soffits finished? I was looking at our soffits after watching your video the other day and was looking around, and some of our soffits are being held up by black duct tape.
Nice.
Right? Okay, she gets a red card the second time, Chris. Well, because you don't think about looking up at something like that. And then after I watched Kevin's video about it, I went outside and I was looking up at the bruise on ours, and I was like, hey, that's got duct tape on it. I was like, yeah, that can't be safe. Hi,
Exactly.
Mr. Scott Burns.
Oh, hi, Scott. How you doing?
No, sir, we are only at 465, but I'm pushing for it. I only need 35 more. And I've got somebody that technically I only need 34 more because somebody is waiting for number 500. He told me he's even got the picture taken already. He had his wife take it. He just won't send it to me till I get close to 500 because he wants to be number 500. And no, I'm not talking about Mr. Moon, but he's another one of them unnumbered red eyes. For one little corner, huh? There you go. But it got me to looking around at ours. So let's see. What do you think, Mr. Chris Trailer? Oh, he says red. Look at there. I had to scroll up. I missed it. Sorry. So Miss April makes the wheel. See, Mr. Kevin, I don't know if I could do that because I don't have a fear of heights, but when I get so high, my body, because I love heights, but my body climbing on a ladder is just not. Yeah. Give me a chair, give me anything else, give me a ladder to climb on, and I get halfway up and my legs start shaking. Weird. Yeah, I'm just a busy pothead. All right, Miss Betty, are you still here? Pops, I got a silly question for you, but Mama is with you, ain't she? Give her a big hug if she is. I know. I told him that, Scott Burns. You're going to give away a pipe. The Twisted Misses said she'd probably put together a mystery package for somebody because we hit 500. I'm going to have to, we get close. I'm going to start scheduling a big 500. And whichever Tuesday or Friday happens to be when we're by that 500 will be the night that changes from whatever game it's supposed to be into a 500 member special. I haven't figured it out yet. It's all details, but there will be a special live all for that. Just you need the red grip right on. Oh, well, see, I get that. Sorry, all my back itches. My tattoo's not quite healed yet, but it's in that itching phase, and there's only one spot I can reach to scratch. And I think it's the only spot that's actually healed. Anywho's. Miss Betty Bertner, RedEye 320. I forgot who I was looking for there for a minute. Quiet. What are you smoking on, Miss Charlene?
Rainbow Belt 1.
Oh, see, that sounds good. I've liked the few rainbow strains I've tried, so that would make me automatically want to try that one.
It's nice and smooth. It's nice and smooth. It doesn't make me cough. I like it.
These Kush mints are killing me, and the whole thing of it is I love McChilli, but I still got a whole another probably half ounce in the bedroom of the same stuff that's just killing my chest. But it is what it is. Very much I can smoke what you got on hand.
That's it. Maybe buy some shake and mix it up with it.
That's probably what I'll end up doing because that's what they are. They're little grams and container from the dispensary.
Yeah.
Last time I went up there, I got some really good deal on pre-rolls. I got 5 of them for, I think, $20.
Oh, you're in.
Yeah, I'm in this state's fucking taxes are killer.
Yeah. See, I'm getting my stuff from Michigan. So I get an ounce of this shake for $40.
Yeah, I know that's such a good deal. You don't want to know what I pay for an ounce of shake here because you're gonna go, oh my god.
Oh, they don't even sell ounces of anything in Florida.
Oh, I know. My brother-in-law lives in Orlando.
Yeah.
Well, technically he lives in St. Cloud, but it's easier to say Orlando because, yeah.
Yeah.
You say St. Cloud, and they're like, where is that? Orlando? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I guess both my brother-in-laws live down there. I just keep forgetting the ones down there. Well, hi, Mr. Bill Anderson. I hope you're having an amazing day, too. And hi, Miss Ruby. How are you, RedEye 330? Sorry, Miss Lisa. I don't even want to hear it, Scott Burns, because for an ounce of shake here, if I look up the local dispensary, hang on, and I'll look it up and I'll tell you. Because I don't know. I haven't been to the dispensary to buy weed in so long.
See, I would ask Alexa, how much does an ounce of shake marijuana cost in Florida?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I love when I confuse it.
She's like, wait a minute, what? Let's see here.
Google would answer me. That's what I usually say to her. I say, oh, you don't know the answer. I'll ask your cousin, Google. He's smarter than you.
You know what? I have interesting discussions with my son because my son got really high a couple weeks ago. And we were sitting here playing video games and he asked me a question and I says, I don't know, ask Google. And he says, why do you always say ask Google? I says, because that's what you do anyway. I says, I can tell you how I used to do things. He's like, how's that? I said, there's this building downtown. I said, and it's full of these things called books. I said, and they have these things. I said, they're called encyclopedias.
Exactly.
I says, that's how I had to learn anything. He looked me square in my face. I mean, with a serious look in his face. He says, you are not older than Google.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, no, Mom. I was like, he was like, the internet's been around since the 90s. I was like, Max, I was born in the 80s. He says, really?
Yeah.
I said, yes, really.
We had our own set in our house. My parents bought a set. And so neighborhood kids would come to our house and use our encyclopedias to look things up because, you know, we had the resource. I don't know what made them. I mean, we didn't have a lot of money or anything.
But having them encyclopedias made you the
some
kid on the block.
salesman must have sold it to them, you know, and a payment plan or something, you know. But it came in real handy.
But my son cracked me up thinking I was born after Google was created, yet he's going to be 23. Well, how old was I when I had you? Like 10?
Exactly.
I love my child, but I tell you what, he's a pothead with the best of us.
Exactly, Lisa. That's what I had. World Book Encyclopedia. And then they actually bought the update. There was like a just one book that you could buy every year or every couple of years, and it updated and, you know, gave you most current information on stuff.
Well, quit being a pain in my ass. Sorry, y'all. My phone's arguing with me and not letting me look up what I want to look up. I'll get you the answer to that question in a minute. And I still haven't seen Miss Betty show up, so. Miss Violet Scott, are you still here? I'm sure you are. You're listening in the background somewhere. You're like me and Miss Charlene.
Exactly, Scott.
You come in, you chit chat. Oh, yep.
I can remember when we would dial up, and I don't know if it was just to AOL or that was the internet, and you'd hear that sound and it would connect. You sit there sometimes for an hour trying to get on, and eventually you would get it, and you'd be like, oh my God. So I'd be in a store or something, and you'd hear that sound, and everybody would turn towards it because we all know what it meant. So the internet was connected finally.
Yep.
So
turn and look. Congratulations, Miss Violet. What's up, Mr. Thomas? RedEye 242. Happy birthday, sir. I was hoping you'd stop by so I could tell you happy birthday. Oh, here. I want to show y'all this. We were talking about an ounce of shake. This is at the dispensary that's less than a mile from my house. Can y'all see that? Did I turn it down enough? Hold on. Let me see if I can get it to focus.
$170
for an ounce of shake. 28 grams of shake. $170 from the dispensary.
Oh my God, that's even worse than down here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Ooh, fishing and then a barbecue? That sounds good, but I don't do fishing. Give me a book under a tree and I'll be happy. Even one of the old-fashioned ones that you actually have to open and you don't scroll through.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Well, happy anniversary in a way, I guess, Miss Lisa. And if you would like to join in our game, y'all, today, here's our hashtag. And now we're looking for Miss Britt Hawk, but she might have gotten distracted with her little ones. Southwestern Bell. I do too, Scott. And hi, Miss Madonna Easton. How are you, my dear? You're RedEye 86, I believe.
And some people even still had what was called party lines when I was a kid. Not our house, but other kids' houses I would go to, and if you picked it up, there would be someone talking on the phone, and you had to wait your turn to use the phone because
Yeah.
a couple houses shared it.
Well, yeah, I remember those. Hi, Miss Bringer. How are you, RedEye 87? Yeah, because you're 87. Carrie's 88. And Miss Brittany, be careful. Don't choke. You're mostly using Windows XP. Y'all, I remember when I was probably 15, 16 years old, I was one of them people that was on the phone calling you, asking you if you wanted to switch your long distance calling company. I did that for a couple years all summer long because I thought it was fun. I got to sat in an air conditioned room and they paid me to talk on the phone all day. Come on now.
AOL was where I lived. I found a family there. We had our own group. You know, we actually all met in person. But they went to a place that was only an hour and a half away from me, which was great because I could drive there, you know, so I went there and met them. And then they did another one in Florida. I was in Rhode Island, and I'm sitting there at my desk and I said, you know what, I'm going to just do it. And I did. I booked a flight and I went to because there was different people at the one in Florida that didn't come to the other one. So I met other people and I enjoyed it. I like meeting the people that I see online.
Well, hi, Miss Ashley Huffman. Miss Ashley's RedEye 240, I think.
Hi, Ashley.
How are you, beautiful? We need to get you up here one night for RedEye, BlueEye, or else the strain game and play and tell us all about your gardening that you do, because I miss your gardening updates, but I haven't been on Facebook much recently. Life sucks and I got busy. But I'm trying to get back in the habit of checking in on my people.
She's got her outside tower gardens. Oh my goodness.
I remember the first year she got them. That's what I'm saying. I used to watch her all the time, and then real life just kind of fell apart, and Facebook kind of disappeared for a little bit. But I'm trying to get back into catching up on everybody. Because y'all be surprised how much I depended on my friends on the internet when y'all weren't around. I was lonely.
Kevin, I still have AOL because you know what? I like the way the email works. I know how to use it. I know how to store things there. I know how to find what I'm looking for. I don't, you know.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. So
I know my mother-in-law had an AOL email address too, because I was like, they don't even use AOL anymore. She's like, well, some of us do.
Yeah. Well, they still have, I guess, the platform too, because I called up, I called up and I said, listen, I think I pay $5 a month for it, which people think is even more terrible than I'm paying for it. But I said to him, listen, all I do is use it. I use your email. That's all I do. So what is the lowest thing I can have to use your email? You know, I don't go on AOL and go and find people and read posts and stuff anymore. I have Facebook, you know. That was kind of the first Facebook. You went on, you found groups, you found common, you know, categories that, you know.
Hi, Miss Angie Payne. How are you, RedEye 106?
Yes.
I do too, Scott Burns. That's how I used in high school. That's how I filled my nights until I found a friend named Crystal that became my best friend until I found out I was pregnant. And then I went back to them Yahoo chat rooms. Oh. Because I was back to staying at home and out being with a bad friend named Crystal that I broke that relationship off today. I found out I was pregnant.
Yeah, I did the Yahoo chats too.
I missed that because you could pick a topic you wanted to talk about and go in there. And there was 15, 20, 30 people that wanted to talk about crocheting or painting or smoking pot or...
Exactly. I never did the smoking pot once then. I did
I
more,
wanted-
it was more about my sexuality at that point. I had come out as an older lesbian, so it was trying to find communities and learn
Well,
who
Miss
I
Pepsi,
was.
you love the background. Hold on a minute, and you'll see why the background's that way. I haven't seen Miss Britt Hawk in a little bit, but once again, she's probably distracted by little ones. So, what about
Exactly.
Mr. Michael Shoemaker? He might be at work though, but we'll try. And after that's Pops. And I know Pops is listening, even though he don't feel good. Him and Pritz curled up in the chair listening. And for those of you that don't know, Pritz Pop's cat. Cat's scared of birds.
Is Holly more clingy now?
No.
No? Okay.
The only time she's gotten clingier is at bedtime because McChilly hasn't been able to lay down flat in years.
Mm-hmm.
So he used to sleep sitting in a chair. So she knew even when she was ready to go to bed, Dad would be in there in his chair ready to go to sleep. Now when she's ready to go to bed at night, she'll pull everything off my lap, my game controllers, my phone, anything that's in my lap, she will pull it out until I agree to go to the bedroom. That's the only thing she's gotten adamant about. And it happens about 2:30 every morning. She doesn't care what I'm doing. I have to get up and go to the bedroom. I can keep watching TV while I'm in the bedroom, but I have to get up and go in the other room. All right, you have a good night, Mr. Thomas. Enjoy your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Thomas.
All right, Mr. Michael Shoemaker. Oh, she likes to think she is, Lisa. You should be on a live with me sometimes. I won't say anything for a while, and then you'll get a bunch of random letters on the screen, and then I'm like, sorry, y'all, Holly stole my phone. Because if she wants to go out on the porch or if she wants me to get up and go outside, she steals shit off my lap. I love her, but she's a thief.
Oh, absolutely.
But you want to know what's funny? Is she doesn't take my little containers of dabs. She steals this. She'll pick it up and get her teeth on it just the right way where she can pick it up and she will carry it to the middle of the floor and lay down with it and just look at me.
Mm.
Brittany, I need a t-shirt that says that because I'd wear it in public. You should see some of the looks I get when I wear my RedEye Club now. People are like, what's that? And I was like, a group on Facebook. I was like, you should look it up. I was like, but you kind of got to put a pot on your head to see anything. And they just kind of look at me funny. Some people have actually done it, though. So the lady today, I think I met at Aldi's a couple weeks ago. At least I think it's her by looking at the picture. All right. Well, I haven't seen Michael or Britt Hawk. So, Pops, we're going to give you a red card. And I got you on the list, Miss Angie. And Miss Brittany, you're up next. My neighbors really need to get the office to fix her door, poor woman. Pops says next one's going to be red. Hey, look at there, Pops. It is red. Congratulations. Let's go put Pops on the wheel. Oop, wrong button. I don't need the @ symbol. I need the number symbol. Thank you, Miss Debbie Pot. Miss Lisa, send me a message because, in all honesty, I'm a pothead and I'll forget. Because I remember you telling me about it, but I never did go look because I'm a pothead.
Exactly.
I have good intentions. I looked back through my notebook the other day and I see notes on different things from like 2 months ago that I was finally looking up because I was putting together mail and I was like, oh, hey, there's a note here. What's it say? I say I'm going to make a note and then I usually put the prizes together before I get away from the table. So there's no reason to look back at the page later.
Exactly.
Well, hi, Mr. Ted. How are you, RedEye 220 and RedEye 269? I hope she's doing well.
Evening, Ted. How you doing? Did you
But
have
Miss
a good
Ashley, oh, go ahead.
good vacation?
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed yourself. It looked like you were enjoying yourself.
Yes.
Oh, I'm looking for Miss Brittany Snyder. RedEye 456. She was coughing a minute ago, so maybe she had to go get a drink. I know how that goes sometimes.
Well, thank you, Ted. We appreciate it.
Well, I do. I always appreciate Ted. We
Yes.
love us some Tedibles around here. The product I've heard's been good too, but we like the person Tedibles too. I'm not a big fan of gummies, so I just haven't tried a Tedible yet. Miss Brittany, you get a blue card. And hey, Ted, I don't know if you've seen yet, but I look forward to meeting you on October 4th. I hope you can make it. I'm so excited, y'all. I got that message when I first woke up this morning, and I think I've smiled most of the day because of it. I get to meet Rasta. And I love me some Rasta Rhino and Miss Patty.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Y'all have to keep your eyes open on October 4th, because if I have internet power, we are going to do a how many red eyes can we find? Gonna walk around the event and see how many red eyes we can find.
That's not going to be hard.
No, it won't. Miss Brittany, I am sorry it is blue, because I know of at least 5, maybe 6 that are already said they were going to be there. So, there's at least 6. And I'm sure I'll run into more.
Absolutely.
Ones that don't even know, because not all red eyes come and hang out at the Red Eye Club. So. And I will apologize now, because it's not even September, and you guys will listen to me talk about this event for the next, till October 3rd. Sorry. I apologize now, because I know it's going to happen.
That's only about 5 weeks. That's not bad.
No. Kind of like Finding Waldo. Yeah, kind of miss Lisa. That's right, Chris Trailer. They don't know what they're missing. It's all right. What they're missing is more chances for y'all to win. You get a red card. And it's my first Canna event, and
Well, that's exciting in itself.
The only thing I'm not looking forward to is the long drive, because even if I stop and get Miss Debbie Pott ahead of time, Miss Debbie Pott lives like 3 hours away. So
yeah,
that's still a long drive by myself.
Yeah. Are you staying overnight?
I don't know. It depends on how tired I am, honestly. And if Miss Debbie Pott goes with me, because if Miss Debbie Pott goes with me, no, probably not, because I won't be able to, because I want to get her back home, because we're both on one of them fixed income things that just makes staying in a hotel kind of.
Yeah, but splitting it isn't bad if you get yourself a, we went to something and I actually paid for it, but it was reasonable enough. You know what I mean? My other friend, couldn't have gone if I hadn't picked her up in Holiday, Florida, and brought her down to.
Congratulations, Miss Brittany.
Fort Myers. Was it Fort Myers? No. Anyway, it was quite the ride. So I had to have an overnight because it was too far.
Well, that's like Miss Debbie Pott. I think I'm not sure how far she is from Imperial, Missouri, but it's like right around St. Louis. So, and it takes me 4 hours to get to St. Louis. So if I got to go half an hour this way just to go an hour back the other way, it's not really changing much of my.
Yeah.
And I get to meet Miss Debbie Potts. So, there's that. Because I love all my red eyes, and Miss Debbie Potts been there with us since the beginning. Hell, her number's lower than mine. You do too know how to play, Miss Brenda. We'll get you showed here in a minute. Because it is Nick's turn. Nick, are you still here? I'm sure you are. I'll explain it to you in a minute, Miss Brenda. I'll show you a card like I'm going to show Nick here in a minute, and you have to tell me if the next one's going to be red or blue. Kind of like red or black with a regular deck of cards, but I didn't want anybody walking around saying they wanted a black eye and Facebook getting, Facebook getting in a tizzy because people are saying they wanted a black eye. Because, Yes, ma'am, you did. You did make the winners of Wheelers. You had to let your cluster of dogs outside. How many do you have? Yeah, pretty easy, Miss Brenda. We're simple stoners over here. We like to stick by the KISS policy, keep it simple, stupid. 2 hours and 44 minutes from there to Imperial, Missouri. Okay, Miss Debbie Pott. Now my next question for you is, how far are you from Galesburg, Illinois? And I still haven't seen Nick. Well, hi, Mr. Wood. How are you? That's
He
RedEye.
commented not too long ago.
Yeah, but see, I love Nicholas to death, but Nicholas has ADHD, so I have to make sure he's actually paying attention.
Oh, okay.
Because he can carry on 3 conversations at once and them have nothing to do with one another. So you got, okay. I love him to death, but I got to make sure I got his attention.
I understand. I have friends like that. Yes.
Well, see, that's right, Miss Lisa, but I don't like to call people stupid, so let's keep it simple, stoner. A Great Dane, a Husky, a Pit Bull, Roddy mix, Bulldog. Aw. That makes quite the herd, I'm sure. See, I told you he'd walked away because he was busy doing something. Nick, you got a blue card, sir. Well, see, that's not too bad.
Wow.
I'll have to look it up, Miss Debbie Pott, myself, because that adds about an hour to my driving time. But I'll have to look at a map, because there's 3 different routes for me to get to Imperial, Missouri, and one of them takes about that long if I stay on the interstate. So I was going to take 2-lane highways because it would get me there faster. Sometimes the old ways are faster. He says, I'm going with my gut and saying blue. Congratulations, sir. It is blue. I thought someone was outside my patio there for a minute. Me too, Miss Brittany. Congratulations, Nick. And Miss Dawn, it is your turn. Some of the ladies that I call my wonderful neighbors, they have a sister that comes to visit. She's come here like 2 or 3 times. I can't remember the sister's name, but her dog's name's Bella. And everybody gets a kick out of it because there's another lady that brings her dog out here to get more or less dog sat by somebody else when she's at work and whatnot. I don't know her name, but the dog's name is King. Hi, Miss Nobody. How are you? Nice to see you, RedEye 333. All right, Miss Dawn. You get a blue card. I learned the pets' names before I learned the people's names. Oh. And why, I don't know, but that and small children and animals just like gravitate towards. I don't need another cigarette. I want one, but I don't need one. Where'd my hitter go? right in front of my face. That's fine, Nick, because there's red eyes in here that are higher numbered than you. Miss Brittany's the newest one that's in here, I think. And Miss Dawn, I gave you a blue card, right? Yes. I confused myself there from a cigarette. For a second there, I was like, hold on. Blue, Miss Dawn. That's what I just asked myself, too. I am sorry, Miss Dawn. Goodness gracious. Sorry, y'all. Told you that Kush Mints don't like me. Because that wasn't even a big hit. But it was a green hit, so that does make a difference. Oh. I love the brass chillum, but I might have, or the brass one hitter, but I might have to go back to the glass chillum. It doesn't hurt that bad. All passed but the gators. See, I don't know if I could do gators. It'd be one of them things I'd never know till I tried. But it wouldn't be beyond the scope of things if I was throwing just some raw chicken over a fence every day either. Goodness. You got another red card, Miss Angie or Miss Dawn. I'm not sure what that is. Oh. Well, there you go. I was about to say, there's the link to Miss Lisa's new page. I was going to say, and what's the link for is what I was going to ask her, but she answered my question. Miss Dawn says the next one's going to be blue. Oh, look at there. It is blue.
Congratulations, Dawn.
Congratulations, Miss Dawn. That puts you on our wheel of winners, and we are looking for Miss Madonna Easton. Miss Madonna. She's RedEye 86. 85. No, 86, I think. Yep, I'm officially a little bit too high because now I'm second guessing myself. That means I'm getting too high because I'm not sure if I'm right the first time. And you should never never doubt your gut instinct because it's usually right. It's supposed to be nice out here this evening, but the sun's still shining out there, and it's that time of day where my porch is engulfed in full sunshine. So I got you, Mr. Wood. And after Miss Madonna, it's Miss Brendra's turn. I'm so glad I finally remembered to say her name right. 9 times out of 10, anyway. I agree, Miss Brittany, but it's one of them that if I have a choice between any other Dr. Pepper or blackberry Dr. Pepper, I'll take any other flavor over it. I shouldn't say that because I never got to try the coconut one. But I like the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. I'm not really fond of the cream soda one, but I like the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. The blackberry has to be ice cold. So if I'm going to drink it, it's got to come in a can with ice or out of a cooler where it's like ice cold. Otherwise, it's almost too sweet. Which sucks because most of the time I drink my soda warm because I always forget to. I never put all of 12 pack in the refrigerator. I only put like 2 or 3 in there. And I always forget to put them back in the refrigerator. So I finally just said, fuck it, and quit putting them in the refrigerator. Can't remember to keep them cold. So clearly I don't want them cold. So I'm going to try to switch and start drinking some more sweet tea and less soda pop. I know it's not much better because the sugar's the same, but baby steps. If I can start drinking more sweet tea, then I can work on decreasing the amount of sugar I put in my tea. Baby steps. Miss Madonna Easton or Miss Brenda Brailer. Her last name always makes me do that. RedEye 87. And then there's only 3 other people on my list after that. Unless any one of the couple that ain't been here shows up. We got a small game today, but that's okay. Better chances for y'all that way. Well, hold on, Miss Brenda. I got to give you a card first. She says blue. She's ready to play. But you're like Mr. Chris Trailer. Okay, Miss Brenda, you get a red card. Let's see if you're there. Hey, look at there. Congratulations, Miss Brenda. Usually when Mr. Chris Trailer does that, it backfires. So congratulations, my dear. That puts you on our wheel of winners for today. And how's Mr. Terry feeling? Tell him I checked on him today. Because I know he's down and out. Okay, we got Miss Angie Payne and then we got Miss Cheryl. Because I had 270 or 370 written next to Miss Cheryl's name instead of her right number, and I had to mark it out. The only reason I know who it is without looking. Well, see, I'm going to work on. I do in my hot tea, Miss Lisa. Hot tea, I can't put sugar in it. It's got to be honey, or it just doesn't taste right.
Exactly.
All right, Miss Angie Payne. You get a red card. And Miss Cheryl, you're up next. I guess there's 4 people on my list, not 3. I told y'all I couldn't count. But that's okay. We're used to me not being able to count. It's normal. I was hoping Mr. Brian would come in so I could show him that we always wear our RedEye necklaces. Matthew wears his to work all the time, too. I wear my RedEye necklace everywhere I go. Oh, hold on, y'all. There's somebody at my door. Oh. The neighbor returning my cooler that she borrowed yesterday. Miss Angie says blue. And Miss Angie, it is blue. I know, Miss Cheryl, but I was just telling you were next. Gotta love good neighbors once again. Where'd my? Why did I do that? I set my seahorse in the ashtray when she knocked on the door, y'all. Like it was a cigarette. I was looking for it. Maybe I don't need another dab. Maybe we'll wait on that. I did. It was sitting in the ashtray right next to my cigarette. Oh boy. All right, Miss Cheryl. It happens, Miss Lisa. I'm going to tell you guys, like I've been telling you guys for weeks, I smoke more during these lives than I do in probably a day and a half by myself. Because it's always more fun to smoke when you've got friends around.
Exactly.
So I smoke more when I'm hosting these lives than I probably do in 2 days of not doing it. Don't get me wrong, I still smoke all day. It's just not as much. It's not as close together, I guess would be the right way to put it. Because I usually get to that medium level and then I just kind of keep myself there and float most of the day. Miss Betty, I called you a little bit ago. It will be your turn in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Well, Miss Angie, I'll work on, first I got to work on getting myself away from the bubbles and the extra sugars in the soda and wanting to drink more sweet tea versus soda. Got to work to drink, because I used to drink nothing but sweet tea, y'all. But then soda became more convenient and then it was just easier. Okay, I haven't seen, oh, she says blue. I was scrolling back up to make sure I hadn't missed her comment. It is blue, Miss Cheryl. Congratulations. You have made our wheel of winners. And Miss Betty. Let me put Miss Cheryl on the wheel real quick so I don't forget. Because I've been forgetting shit today and we don't want to do that. Miss Betty. You get a blue card. Oh, well, I get that, Miss Angie Payne, but I know that the sweet tea I drink, because I make a gallon of tea with only like less than 3/4 of a cup of tea. Less than 3/4. You two are next, Miss Nobody, after Miss Brenda. Miss Brenda was here she was one of the first on the list, but she put the phone down, I'm sure, and walked away and forgot all about us. We all do it. I do it. I did it to Spooky the other night and felt so bad when I realized he was still on and he was in the other room talking. I thought I left the TV on in there with Holly, and no, it was Spooky in there talking where I'd taken the phone in there with me and set it down. Potheads, it happens. What can I say? It is red, Miss Betty. Congratulations, my dear.
Congratulations, Betty.
That puts you on our wheel of winners, too. And you're RedEye 320, right? I'm 95% sure. That's what I wrote down, so I hope I'm right. And now it's Mr. Wood's turn. And Miss Charlene, you won't see Mr. Wood or nobody comment. Well, no, because you're looking at the comments on Facebook, because they're on YouTube. So, and I don't know how. I know there's a way to pull the comments that I see on StreamYard up here on the screen where everybody else can see them, so you guys can see the people that are on YouTube. But I don't know how. I have to have Twisted show me how to do that. I'm sure it's simple, and I'll feel like an idiot for asking, but it'll be all right.
I generally find it so small that I can't see it anyway. Because we're on phones. Most people are on their phone.
True. Well, that's why I was just warning you. All right, Mr. Wood, you got a blue card that you guys, that probably nobody will see Mr. Wood and nobody but me, unless you're on YouTube yourself. I tried doing it to my Kick page too, but I got too many robots and I couldn't keep up with the other comments.
Yeah.
They'd start flooding me with stickers and shit, and I couldn't see anything from Facebook or YouTube. It is red, Mr. Wood. Congratulations. And the lag on YouTube's only probably about 5 seconds or so, compared to the 25 or 30 on YouTube's or Facebook. Boy, yeah, I just need to stop talking. Congratulations, Mr. Wood. You have made our wheel of winners. Let me go put you on it before I forget, because I will. And Miss Nobody is the last one on my list. Unless, let's see, unless Britt, Michael, or Madonna come back. Miss Nobody, you get a red card. And I have found that I like watching lives on the TV, like If I'm going to watch, like the other day I was watching Rasta. I didn't say anything, but I was in there. I turned him on the TV because it was easier to keep track of him that way. Oh, Miss Nobody, I am sorry. It is red. But if you hashtag second hit, we'll get you another try. I will, Miss Brenda. Have a good day. All right, Miss Nobody, you got a blue card. Okay, we got a lot of older potheads in here. I got a question for y'all. What is your favorite candy that you can't find anymore? Because I've got a couple of them that I can't find. Did that get too loud? It is red, Miss Nobody. I didn't even think about turning on another light today, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sitting in the dark over here and didn't even realize it. Razzles. Sky Bar. That's a good one, too. Mine's the Zagnut candy bars. Chico Sticks, they got those over at Five Below and at the Dollar Tree. Hi, Miss Melissa. How are you? I'm here. Bottle caps you can buy at Five Below. Five Below's an epitome for old school candy, but I still haven't been able to find. They had them about a year ago. Well, they had them when they first opened, but even they quit carrying them. Hi, Miss Alice. Miss Alice is RedEye 315. 315, I think. I'm doubting myself on that, but Mallow Cups. My mom used to love those, and I ain't seen them around either in a while.
Yeah.
I watched the original Beetlejuice last night, and it reminded me that I ain't seen a Zagnut candy bar in a long time. They remind me of Butterfingers without the chocolate.
Okay.
I love them. Okay, let me see. Did I get... Okay. It is Miss Alice's turn. Hold on, Miss Alice. Miss Alice, you get a red card. It's just the dabs because you're dabbing, because you're doubting. It might be. Because I second guess myself a lot. That's why I usually have my cheat sheet open. But there's a couple of them like Miss Alice and Miss Dawn that they came in at the same time as like 4 other people, and I got to stop and think about what order those 4 people came in. Miss Alice says the next card's going to be blue. And it is blue.
Good. Congratulations.
I had to double check and look at that because we all know sometimes I get so high I get colorblind. That still makes me giggle. Every time. Every time I do it. Because I do it and then I realize what I'm doing. Like shit, y'all. Sorry. Because Alice came in the same time Bergie came in, and Bergie's 317. And Jeremy, she's got to be 315 because Jeremy's 316. But I don't know, because I don't remember who 319 is. And then 320 is Miss Betty, 321 Suzanne. I sit and think about it long enough I can remember most of them. At least that have ever come and played games with me. She says I came in a red Cadillac. And Miss Alice, that puts you on our Wheel of Winners. And that means there's a total of 15 people on our list today that have played. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming to hang out with us. And I think I'm going to take a dab, and we're going to give the banner a minute, and then I'm going to take it down, and we'll get our wheel loaded so people can get up and get their evenings underway. Because let's see, it's almost 6 o'clock here. That means it's almost 7 at Charlene's house. So, yeah.
Yes.
The evening time shows. Me and Holly's going to go sit on the porch, I think. Maybe just me because she's in the bedroom. Oh, well, maybe me and Holly's going to sit on the porch. I said that and she poked her head out of the bedroom. Miss Lisa, you sure you don't want to play? Because you didn't hashtag, but you can still play. You've been here hanging out with us for most of the show. And I got to reheat my seahorse, y'all, because I talked right through that last one. So it's good and warm. Cheers.
Yeah.
Miss Lisa, I am here every Friday. Starting at 4:20 Central, 5:20 Eastern. I'll say 99% of the time I will be here. And then I'm here Tuesday nights at 7:10 Central, 8:10 Eastern, 99% of the time. I think out of the 5 years I've been doing this, I've only missed probably less than 15 shows in general. So, hey, usually you can find me. Them are yummy. See, y'all, I do know how to take a dab without killing myself, I promise. The Librarians, is that any good? I've heard that's a good show, but I'm not sure what it's about, and I've been looking for new shows to watch.
It's a nice series. I watched it when it first came out. I thought I could rewatch it, but it's actually being streamed, so I don't stream, so I can't get it.
Oh, well, me and McChilly switched to streaming a couple years back because they wanted me to pay $100 for cable when I didn't watch it half the time.
Yeah, see, my TV is important to me. It's my entertainment because I'm here. Well, you watch it, but
I got there's plenty of free streaming apps. I've got Pluto, Tubi, and there's another free one that I watch all the time. And then I have access to a couple of paid ones. But I found in the last year, I watch the free ones more than I do the ones that people actually pay for.
Yeah,
kind of choice, not because of.
Well, I've decided that that's kind of my cutoff. You know, I'm much older than you.
Well, yeah,
and I don't want to learn more. You know, I like my dish. I know how to, it's like my AOL. I know how to operate it. I have all the channels I want. I have more than enough to watch and entertain me.
RedEye 3, hold on. I want to say 335 for some reason. But then I want to say it's 332, but I want to say it's 335.
I'm Matt.
How are you, Matt? Watch me be way off. I'm high, so I might be way off, but that's what I think. If I see your name, that's the first number that pops into my head.
My sister's giving me her TV when she moves, and it has Roku already connected to it. So I will be able to see Pluto and some of those free ones.
When you get your smart TV, which is the Roku TV, let me know because I'll show you how to get the channels that I watch that will cost you absolutely nothing.
Okay, cool.
And you can go in there and watch Gunsmoke, Touched by an Angel. You can find a channel for just about everything. I promise you.
And even Dish has some. There's a section, and then you can go in there and you can stream within my plan. You know what I mean? It has the old stuff that I can go in and and choose by Weston or
Well,
you know.
yeah, Miss Charlene, I'm going to tell you, when you get that new when you get that new TV, you're going to be amazed at how easy it is. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, and I would tell you this, I can honestly say that because I taught McChilly how to operate a Roku TV, and this man could not do more on his smartphone than answer it.
Yeah.
He couldn't text, he couldn't
I
open Facebook,
understand.
he couldn't do
Yeah.
any of that.
I mean, and I, you know, I learned how to use, my sister got a new Apple 14. She doesn't buy the brand new one. She buys a, refurbished or something. And she didn't know how to use it. And so I sat there and figured out how to use it for her so that she could use it. You know what I mean? And I'm not an Apple person. I have Samsung products. That's my thing, so.
And since you still watch satellite, then you have no problems with commercials, right? A lot of people get mad with the streaming they like to skip through the commercials. Why? I use the commercials to go pee so I don't miss anything.
I can fast forward through them with my programs, with what I got. So I can fast forward. And they did for a while. I must have been in a data test thing. They asked me, did I want to watch this show without commercials? And I'd say yes. And it would play the whole thing without it. So they're trying it out.
Yeah. There you go, Mr. Matt. I knew there was another one I like to watch, and that's what it is. It's that Freebie, because it's on my TV. Those are the 3 apps that I've got installed besides Pandora.
That's cool. And actually, with the plan that Walmart, I have the Walmart Plus, you get Paramount Plus free, so I can stream that for free.
Okay.
And that's got the NCIS, the new one, Diva, what's his name? I can't think, I'm high. You know, the spin-off that they're doing from NCIS. Do you watch NCIS?
I used to watch it, but yeah, you're talking about the one that they're doing in Sydney.
No, the Diva and...
Oh, the Diva and the Ziva and Denozo thing. No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that's on Paramount Plus. And I have access free. I just don't have, my TV isn't smart, so I can't do it here on this one.
Yeah.
I guess I could plug in, I do have a stick. I just don't know how to operate it, so.
Well, that's why I said when you get your TV, having it on the TV where it looks different.
Exactly.
Then it'll look just like my TV, and
right.
I can pull you up. You know how we were talking backstage before I pushed the button to go live? And
yes.
we can walk through, and I can show you step by step how to do your.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that, and that's going to happen pretty soon. So I'm not going to worry about that. I can't watch it right now. I'll watch it later.
Well,
I've got to declutter so that somebody can get in here and mount the TV on the wall.
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't done yet. I still got mine on a TV stand, but then again, my TV stand's got bookcases in it, so yeah. I love to read. I can't help it.
Oh,
that's weird, Cheryl, but Facebook's been doing all kinds of funky shit lately.
I can comment, just not on other posts or comments.
She can't reply.
Yeah, it's been very weird. On some lives, I can type, but I can't see it when I'm typing it. So if I make a mistake, I can't use the X and go back and erase it. It stays. So I have to send the error and then retype what I want to say. It's so stupid, but that's the way Facebook's been on some lives. Sometimes it's on the bottom where I hit to say send. Sometimes it's on the top where I hit to say send. It's very weird lately.
All right, last call for anybody that has not played cards that wants to play cards. This is your 30-second warning because I know it's been longer than a minute, but we got distracted and it happens. But I try not to keep you all over an hour and a half, and I do it every time, but it'll be all right.
Oh, okay. That could be it, Matt.
Oh, see, I didn't know about that. That very well could be it because there's been a lot of glitchy stuff going on
Yes.
this. Miss Cheryl, I don't know what I would do if they kicked me off Facebook for 30 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I'd either go into McChilly's backup account that's been gaming, that has been the page that's been posted on the wall lately, y'all. Don't mind it. It's got a picture of a cat on it. And then my other page that's got a cat on it. My other page has actually got a picture of Holly Cat on it, actually. It's the profile picture. So if you know what Holly looks like, you can find it. And if you know my real name, which is relatively close. Oh, my back hurts, y'all. All right, we're going to take this banner down if I can remember which. There it goes. I'll say if my computer wants to cooperate and do this today. And let's see if, since Miss Cheryl's up here, if the computer's going to, if the wheel's going to argue with us or if it's just going to pop up like a good wheel. What do you think? This is usually where we start playing peekaboo. Let's see if it does it today. Mr. Matt, would you like to play? You just got a hashtag Friday fun, and we'll let you play some RedEye BlueEye, sir. And your package is right here in this bin, sir. It will be out by the end of the month, I promise. Hi, Mr. Frank DiCarlo. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. Oh, and would y'all be interested in a game on the wall, kind of like one of these fill in the blank things or something like that that I could keep track of and for stickers or something? Maybe a special prize, but I just don't know what that prize would be. Well, I appreciate it, sir. I just figured I'd ask because you have been here chit-chatting with us. Well, I'm glad you're doing good, Mr. Frank. But you guys want to know what? If we are all done, I got to see what the next card is because we still have one yellow card that wasn't found tonight, and I still have. Let's see how many cards we got. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's 10 cards left. So I'm curious where the yellow card's at. Anybody else want to know?
Yes.
Because it's really bugging me. I don't know why, but okay. The next one was a blue card, and then look at there.
There's the yellow. Yeah.
I knew it couldn't be too far away. Sorry, y'all. I had to look. I'm nosy. It says shuffle. We gonna shuffle our wheel, or are we gonna leave it the way it is? Get back up here where I can. Yeah, because that's everybody. Numbers here. Hold on. Okay, good. Got to double check myself because we all know. Oh, thank you, Miss Angie Payne. See? I know I forgot somebody. I'm sorry, Miss Angie Payne. And I told y'all not to let me forget anybody. Oh, that's because I got on a roll. It was Betty and then. Okay, because Miss Madonna didn't show up, Mr. Michael didn't show up, and Miss Britt didn't show up. Now I'm triple checking myself because I did. See? Told y'all I forget shit. Oh, that's 3 shuffles. Y'all ready to shuffle her up? Let me get back over here to the right window. Good luck, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good luck. First one's for a sticker pack, y'all. Oh, fucker. How much of that did you guys actually get to see? I didn't realize it disappeared off the screen. Let it catch up with itself. Miss Angie, well, damn, RedEye 106. Thank you for helping. And Miss Angie, thanks for helping me spot my mistakes. She did. So I said I couldn't. See, that's why I'm glad people catch me when I screw up. But she still got to say the magic word. Even though I'm fully aware she's here because she just said I'm good. So I know she's here. So Miss Angie, you won some more stickers. And I'm not opening up many more of these envelopes and taping them back closed. I'll just start a new one. Okay, Miss Brittany. Well, I clicked back over to my StreamYard window on my computer and the whole screen was blank. And I was like, oh, shit. So good luck, y'all. This is for the bracelet. I thought it was making me play peekaboo again because I didn't see it for a minute there on the screen. Just like now, I click back over to my StreamYard window and all I see is me and Miss Charlene. I don't see the wheel at all. That's RedEye 216.
Did you freeze, Lynn?
And Miss Debbie Pot, I know you've got at least one envelope on my table. If I decide I'm coming to pick. No, it's on number 216. There it goes.
Okay.
It's just got a bad lag. There's about a 30-second lag.
Okay.
Seriously. It should pop up. There it goes. It just popped up on my phone anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, the number came up. It was
This
just
is where
a big silence space. Was what I was.
It's StreamYard being picky. It's being, yeah. That should
Messing
make it
around.
better. Oh, I love StreamYard. Not really. It'll catch up with itself here in a minute. There we go. Is it all caught up now? Let me go. Let's wiggle the mouse over here and see if we're all caught up. I don't know. I can't see both windows at the same time. I am sorry, Mr. Matthew. Unfortunately, the show is over, sir. But I'm still glad you guys stopped by to say hi. I appreciate you nonetheless. If you can even hear me, because I'm not sure if I'm still frozen or not. I haven't seen RedEye 216 though. You might miss Debbie Potts. You never know. There's still 5-6 weeks between now and then. And I've got a bunch of bracelets. They're not going anywhere. Well, I haven't seen. I'm trying to wait to see if it's caught up, and I don't know how to see if it's caught up other than we'll do it this way. I don't know if the. You have a good day, Miss Ruby. If you can hear me, it keeps freezing on me. That's all right. No problem. Hey, Matthew, real life comes first, bud. It ain't no problem. Real life comes first, believe me. Oh, is it still frozen? Hold on, y'all. Okay. I still haven't seen RedEye 216. Hey, we almost made it all the way through the show without it messing up on me. I'm glad that it was a nice visit, Pops. Nothing like a grandbaby to help you feel better, huh?
Why do you have me on the screen on one of them?
Because my computer booted me out of StreamYard, and I had to reload it and come back in.
I wasn't even paying attention. Here I am. I scratched my neck, and
I came back in from removing number 216 from the wheel because I hadn't seen her. And I come back over here, and you know that window when you first come in where it says Enter Studio? I was on that window, and I was like, well. So, you know.
oh, that's nice done.
I haven't seen RedEye 216 show up, so let me get this wheel back up here, and we'll get another winner. Because I know how to keep it from happening. I just got to turn my camera off first. And then it usually comes through and stays. Let's see if it works. Miss Charlene, this has been a daily a weekly battle with this wheel in StreamYard. But I can't use the clicker picker because then everybody gets a chance, even if they don't win, and that's not fair.
Right.
So we just have to figure out a way to. Because then, how do you even get people to do the second chance? You know, they don't. Because then you'd have like 3 different hashtags, and you don't want that. So, but I got to figure out something because, okay, I think my wheel's up there and it's actually going to stay. So this is for the RedEye bracelet, y'all. Good luck. Let's see if it stays. And when I close the wheel, I can turn my camera back on. The lucky winner is going to be number 87. RedEye number 87. Oh, and she left us a little bit ago. She said she had to go. But I'll still give her 30 seconds in case she left us on in the background and just walked away. But I doubt it. RedEye number 87, are you still here? And if she's not, I guess maybe third time will be a charm. And so I said, you keep every week, Miss Dave Pod, you say you'll never win, but it's not over till it's over. I'm looking for RedEye number 87. Miss Charlene, you got any fun plans for the weekend?
No, I'm going to just, chill so that next week I can start doing other things I need to do around my own house and such. I'm getting a new couch too. Well, not a new couch.
My goal this weekend is to get my cabinet done.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I've been trying to, but I got to clean off my dining room table, and every time I get it cleaned off, I end up cleaning a different room and piling so much more shit back on it that I still don't have room to do the cabinet.
That's what happens.
Because I got to have my dining room table so I can. I figure that's McChilly telling me that I don't need to do it yet because when I rearrange the cabinet, he's going in the cabinet instead of sitting in front of the TV.
There you go.
Holly sits on the floor and just stares at it. All right. Good luck, y'all. I'm very sorry for RedEye number 87. And Miss Debbie Pot, it might still land on you. You never know. All you can do is manifest it and see if it happens. And it lands on RedEye 333.
Three,
Where's
three,
RedEye
three.
333? It was almost you, Miss Debbie Pot. 333. RedEye 333. I wonder, I'm going to try to use a different computer on Tuesday and see if it changes the way this wheel behaves. Because I'm starting to wonder if maybe it's my computer and not StreamYard. Which is a very good possibility. Because it is a little bit older than it probably should be. I haven't seen her yet, but I'm sure she's listening. She's over there on the YouTubes. RedEye 333. Try to give y'all as many hints as I can without actually saying your name, but sometimes that happens too. I'm a pothead, y'all. What can I say? I usually get the giggle response when the number pops up and I holler somebody's name instead of the number. That's happened too. Oh, well, Miss Debbie Pod, don't, like I said, never say never, because we might be spending it a fourth time for a bracelet. But she did say they were just taking a break when they come in and said hi. Miss Alice says somebody needs to win so I can go to the bathroom. Well, Miss Alice, go take a pee break, and when you come back, we'll spin it again, because the average person, it only takes the average person technically 20 in your hands, so. And don't ask me where I learned these useless bits of filthy trivia. I know all kinds of strange things that sometimes I wish I didn't know.
Yes, we used to have a night that's what we did in one of the groups, and some of the things we learned I wish I could remove, and so I have to share them with
the
other
idea of a game
people.
on the wall, but yeah. And I appreciate you coming and co-hosting with me, Miss Charlene, despite the technical difficulties.
It's been a lovely night. I enjoyed myself.
And you are more than welcome back anytime. Once again, I know next Friday, Mazholt's going to be here.
Nice.
To co-host with us. That should be an experience on itself. I haven't actually talked to Mazhol in a long time. So that should be fun. But
cool.
I haven't seen. I'm waiting for Miss Alice to come back from the restroom, and we will spin the wheel again.
Oh, she said
I'm
okay.
starting to think okay.
Was that okay that she was going, or okay she's back?
I think okay that she was going, because told her to hurry. Because I maybe this wheel doesn't want us to give this bracelet, but we'll keep going till someone wins it, because there's a bunch of you here. Despite my phone saying there's only 4 people watching, I know there's better than that, because there's more than 4 people commenting. All right, Miss Alice. Well, I'm going to spin it, because if it lands on her, she'll be back before we all know she went to the bathroom. So good luck, everybody.
Right. So we'll wait for her. Yeah.
Oh, there it goes again. Yeah, we're going to have to try another computer on Tuesday night to see if maybe that's my problem. Oh, I can't read it. Hold on, I got to switch window. That is RedEye 369. That's RedEye 369. That's all right, Miss Alice. It literally just stopped, so you're okay. It didn't land on your number. It didn't land on 315. It's on 369. But she might have gone over to the Cove because they were on too. I don't know if any of y'all know anything about Cove TV, but you should check them out. They got shows every night of the week just about. There she is. All right, Miss Cheryl. Congratulations, my dear. There we go. We were playing RedEye, BlueEye, Miss Rose, but you have missed the game, unfortunately. I figured we'd visit while I finish my bad choice, and then we'll take a dab to end out the show, and I'll be back Tuesday night.
I'm going to say good night. I need to go and get something to eat myself, so I'm getting...
All right, Miss Charlene, you have a beautiful night.
Okay, good night,
thank you again.
everybody.
There we go. And once again, I don't know if I have a co-host for Tuesday night or not. We'll see when Tuesday night comes around because I'll have to double check my inbox. Because I might. I don't remember. Excuse me. But I do know next Friday, Mazhol's going to be here. So that should be fun. So I want y'all to remember something with me for this rest. Well, you have a good evening, Miss Britt. Don't work too hard. That's all right, Miss Rose. I'm glad you stopped by to say hello regardless. Real life gets in the way a lot. But I want y'all to remember 3 things this week. 1, you should always smile because smile can change somebody's whole day. 2, you should always be kind. Something irritates you or gets on your nerves, do your best to not be negative. There's enough negative out there. If it irritates you and gets on your nerves, just keep... yes, ma'am, I'm sure I do. I found my address book, so yes, I'm sure I do. It was buried on my table with everything else the other day. And 3rd is if you see somebody, say you're cashier at the grocery store, at the gas station, wherever you're at, they got a young lady with nice fingernails, manicure done, tell them you like their nails, even if you don't. You see somebody that doesn't look like they're having a good day, find something to compliment about them. If they're not smiling, say, hey, I like your shirt. You'd be surprised what a little kindness from a stranger can do. But we're going to take a dab, and then one more of this white runts, and then I will see y'all on Tuesday night. So, but be kind, always smile, and compliment a stranger. Especially if they look like they're having a bad day. You'd be surprised how much little acts of kindness can help. Cheers, y'all. Oh, that is so smooth. And as long as you don't take too big of a hit, you're good. I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Bye.